North Carolina Tarheels have just a quintessential trap game tonight at Virginia Tech. It has all the makings of a trap game. It has all the signs, all the telltale signs of a trap game. You got 5 straight wins. Confidence is building. Maybe for the first time in a while, you're starting to believe in yourself. Others on the outside starting to believe in what you're doing. You know the Duke game, which is circled on the calendar anyway, is waiting at the end of the regular season, and you know that game can change your season. Right now, Dennis, I know you are super up on all the bracketology. Where's UNC sitting?
UNC right now is still considered one of the first 4 teams out. So teams first 4 out are basically teams 69, 70, 71, 72. Right now they're currently 71.
That's for Joe Lenardi, bracketologist, ESPN.
That's as of this morning, by the way.
A win over a projected number 1 seed would probably vault you, maybe not even into like the last 4 into the next 4 in. You know it's sitting there. You know the opportunity is sitting there at the end of your regular season. Just got to play Virginia Tech tonight first. And Virginia Tech, I've covered them professionally at previous stops. It's a sneaky, raucous environment, especially when UNC or Duke comes through.
I know Casey Morsell even said that's actually one of the tougher places to play.
It's
former
not
NC State guard.
It's probably one of those like players know it, but the fans maybe don't think of it because it's Virginia Tech basketball, maybe not Virginia Tech football. And then there's also these other little things. Virginia Tech's coach Mike Young, kind of hot seat-ish, has already been given the vote of confidence from the school and promised more money, NIL money, committed to the program. So there's this one of the few teams that can realistically go like, hey, a nice little ramp up here. We can ride it into the offseason, do better, and build into next season. All of that to say, UNC better not overlook this game. UNC better not walk in there thinking, all right, get through with this, and then we can go play Duke.
Definition of a trap game.
It's 100% there, which means it is a test of your veterans and a test of your coaching staff. Because I'll tell you right now, freshmen, their eyes get in the clouds every now and then. The veterans are the ones, the R.J. Davises and the coaches, the Hubert Davises, have to push the right buttons. Hubert Davis spoke to the media about players settling into their roles and finding their stride over the last, 4 or 5 games.
We have a number of guys that are settled, whether it's settled in their role, settled with their game. And we just have a number of people that are in that place at the same time. And so, you mentioned, Jay Witt and Vin, but, also, RJ, Elliott, Drake, Seth, Ian, Cade, we just down the line, Jay Wash. I think we have a number of people for the first time all year where we have a number of people settled, whether it's in their role or settled in terms of their own personal game and what they can bring consistently out there on the floor.
Well, it took about as long as it possibly could, but if they're finally settled, not a moment too soon. Now it's the opposite, right? If you think the players are settled in their roles, it's up for the coaching staff to be settled into how they want to use this team. And what I mean by that is it's a coach's job to keep a team in the present. It's a coach's job to make sure trap games don't become terrible losses. How they come out in the first 10 minutes of this game, maybe even less, maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes in this game will tell me everything I need to know about this squad. I'm guilty of it. Maybe guilt is the wrong word. I've been doing it along with all of Tarheel fans, which is looking at this recent 5-game winning streak against underwhelming competition and wondering aloud, has something clicked? The light bulb gone on? To use Hubert Davis's words there, have they truly settled into the best version of themselves? I'll tell you right now, settling in on the best schematics for your team is one thing, right? Okay, now we have the roles. This guy's going to be our big. This guy's going to be our defender, whatever. This is how our minutes will be distributed. These are the players getting most of the usage. That's great. You also have to settle in on the right mindset. And anyone that's ever been a part of team sports, you don't have to play it at the top level like the ACC. If you've been a part of team sports, you know what it's like when a team is in the right mindset. And what I mean by that is, like, okay, we're joking on the bus, but no one is worried about by game time will we be locked in.
Yeah, when it's time to get to work, it's time to get to work.
We can be conditioning and laughing, but we're still working hard and getting better. Like, you know what that feels like. Tonight, we kind of get to learn that about UNC. If they show up and in the first 3-4 minutes, they're obviously the better team. If by halftime they've established that they're the team chasing a bubble, they're the team still playing for things, and Virginia Tech is on the outside looking in. If that all happens, I'll be very confident in UNC's chances of really opening some eyes in the ACC tournament.
Also, as well, for North Carolina, with the loss by Wake Forest yesterday, they're primed to possibly finish 4th in the ACC, which is a double bye.
Mm-hmm.
So for anything, like, hey, you definitely can't look to Saturday, because your shot to play on Thursday, you might be able to at least give yourself that better of a chance of that happening by winning tonight.
And I mean, that's right there, right? Every single move leads to like 5 other thoughts. This happens. Okay, now what does this mean for us? What does this mean for us? Which can really get yourself lost in the clouds pretty quickly. If we win this one, then maybe we don't have to play until Thursday. And then in the ACC tournament, if we get matched up with a team like Clemson or Louisville, then that's a big win. And then we win that one. Then we get to and then we get another chance at Duke. And we're a 7 seed in the NCAA tournament. And it's like, well, yeah, you can hit that all the way down the road. Just keep kicking it one step further. But none of that matters if you lose to Virginia Tech. Go 1-0 today. It's the reason it's a cliche that coaches put on the back of T-shirts.